This is it.
Yes, sir. Finally, bro.
Almost playoff time.
The Georgia commit sent a man in motion. Beck now looking left, got a wide open receiver, and what a catch in the end zone.
The regular season finale tonight, one last chance for glory. Amidst a collage of red, black, orange, and blue, kids across the area will wear their school colors for the last time.
You can't beat me. I'm tired for the next 12 minutes. Y'all got me?
This is it, and the Blitz is on.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Subway Restaurants.
I have fourth quarter tradition for the Bartram Trail Bears special night in St. Johns County. Bartram trying to go an undefeated 10-0 for the first time in school history. The school standing in their way. The defending state champions, two-time defending state champs, the Reigns Vikings. Hey, flip the calendar, everybody.
Who is the dude doing this? Did you see him?
I did. I don't know who it is. Someone that wants to be on TV, just like Dan Hicken. He's on TV. Flip the calendar in November. That means the end of the regular season. How about that?
Wow.
And we finally got some football weather.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, everyone. Brett Martineau, Dan Hicken here.
Yeah, the Blitz will continue deep into November with playoff football. What a weekend in Jacksonville. Jags in London, Florida, Georgia Eve. Football weather on Friday night. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome to the field for your halftime performance.
All right, we got a big matchup in St. Johns County, right? Bartram Trail capping their season off against Reigns. I like that. Coming out of halftime, Reigns was down 24-0, but seemingly about to change that. Kareem Burke is running down the sidelines on his way to score. Ow! Stripped by Carson Powell, recovered in the end zone. That is a touchback. Bears back on offense. Chad Dodson drops back, feeling some pressure.
Oh, nice play.
Picked off by Kyrie Hammond, and he is gone. You know where he's going?
To the crib.
No one's going to catch him. Pick six gets the Vikings on the board 24-7 in the third. Next Bears possession, they do what they do best. Score points, ST.JOHNS. Easy touchdown. Bartram Trail goes on to win it 38-15. That's called the perfect season. Here's Marcel Robinson with a member of the historic Bartram squad.
I'm here with one of the stars of this Bartram Trail defense, Tre'Vez Johnson. You know him very well. 10-0, man. First time ever. How's that feel?
It was great. I mean, good. We got 10-0, got high seed going into the playoffs, and we're just ready to go week by week from now.
Now, I know it's tough because they say 1 week at a time, 1 week at a time. And starting next week, you're 0-0 going into the playoffs. But can you really enjoy this, knowing what you have on the horizon in the playoffs?
Oh, yeah, we can take this in tonight, but tomorrow we got to get back to working next week. We got whoever we play in the playoffs, we got to focus on them and just get better next week.
All right, now, without skipping there, we got to talk about this game here. That's a championship defense over there, or championship offense that you guys face in the Reigns Vikings. You guys held them to a shutout in the first half. What'd you guys do on defense to shut this thing down?
Just listen to our coaches, do our assignment, trust each other. I mean, that's what makes it such a good defense. We know we got each other's back. So as long as we just trust each other, do our assignment, what we taught it throughout the week, and we just know we can match up against any offense.
It's a big game tomorrow, man.
Yes, sir.
What you got? Florida? Georgia?
Florida, definitely Florida. I got Florida.
Give me a score prediction.
I'm going to say 38 to 28. 38-28 Florida.
All right, that's respectable. That's Tre'Vez Johnson. In case you didn't know, he's the Florida commit. Bartram Trail, you're winner, 10-0 for the first time ever in school history over the Reigns Vikings. Let's toss it back to you.
Them are fighting words, because in case you didn't know, Marcel Robinson's a dog. Yellow Jackets against the Panthers in St. Augustine. They've been playing this one longer than Dan Hicken's been alive, believe it or not. Jackets QB Sammy Edwards in the pocket, throws a short pass to Tyron Baxter. Bashes, bruises, jumps upfield. Finally, a pack of Panthers bring him down. Alliteration. Sean Harvey up next, gets the handoff. He too breaks some tackles, busts it through, and touchdown. St. Augustine trying to bounce back after that tough loss in the district championship last week. PALATKA needs to get something going. Quarterback DeMonte Ashley up for the job. Keeps it, comes around the right for a first down, and then he's pulled out of bounds. Ashley then passes to Keshawn Hughes. Hughes through traffic. And that's PALATKA's first touchdown, but they didn't have enough of them. This was all St. Augustine tonight. Yellow Jackets win the rivalry game.
Creekside hosts the Ponte Vedra regular season St. Johns County finale. First quarter, Ponte Vedra makes it look easy on offense. 2 plays on the first drive, capped off by an explosive Keaton Thomas cut back, and he is off to the races. Gone. Thomas puts the Sharks up 7-0, less than 5 minutes into the game. What if I told you they never scored again? Back come the Knights. Quinn Siegler, back from injury, drops back and delivers a strike to Ryan Magoo. Creekside.
Or Mugga.
Oh, yeah. Threatening in the red zone. 2 plays later, Jalen Hines punches it in to tie the ball game up halfway through the first quarter. Heading to the second, a couple minutes into the quarter, Hines has his number called again inside the 10-yard line. Same result, Creekside up 14-7. Creekside 28, PV 7.
The boys in my backyard, 5-5 on the year. Menendez has Matanzas in town. First quarter, Menendez on the ground. Aaron Wynn comes through the middle. Nobody got to touch him. Struts in for 6.
You say Menendez, I say Matanzas.
Do not confuse me here tonight. It's been a long day. Matanzas once even to score. Falcons strip and recover the fumble. On the other end of the field, Menendez, quarterback Michael King keeps it. Breaks a few tackles. Drilled at the goal. Stuck him at the goal line. That's a fumble. And the Pirates recover. Heck of a play there. Matanzas went 3 and out. Dwayne Graham finishes the drive short run. Menendez wins the football game 21-14.
Hey, they're going crazy at Fleming Island. A lot to cheer about. Grant Bisbee shoots the gap, gets the sack. On Fleming Island, Sam Singleton will then pick up a first down right here. Look at that hole.
Wow, that's a hole.
My goodness gracious. And it's Dean Hyams who finds Will Stevens rolling out here. Fires one. There's Will. Get up the field, son. Oh, stiff arm. Impressive. Still going. My goodness. Where are you going, Proctor? Come on back. A few plays later, Hyams drops back and finds Broden Domenico for a 31-6 lead. Fleming Island wins big. We'll be at Fleming Island for our game of the week to open the playoffs next Friday.
Proctor stiff-armed you. Oakleaf travels to Clay County, take on the Blue Devils. Quarterback Walter Simmons III airs it out to Terrence Anthony for a 6-0 lead. Look at this throw now. Go run and get it. Wow, that's a good throw.
That's why he's D1.
Wow, that's a good catch. Quarterback Bruce Griner III. Everybody's got a third next to their name here. Eludes tacklers, throw across field and finds, wow, Elcurious Ray. He kept that play alive.
Yeah, he did.
Way to keep the eyes down the field. Griner then looks for Demarion Frazier. Lobs it up. Touchdown. 6-6. Let's show you one more score. Walter Simmons. He just threw that beauty. Calls his own number this time. And watch when he hits the second level, Dan. He can go.
But Walt,
dangerous with the legs, too. 13-6. And the Knights beat Clay 34-20 in the season finale.
That's the most talented team not going to the playoffs,
Yeah.
Oakleaf. Winning, you're in for Mandarin. Winning, you got a chance for Fletcher. Mandarin was up first quarter 7-0. Fletcher looks to answer back, but Devon Lingle gets picked by Devron Lewis.
That set up this play right there. Carson back to Jalen Smith. Nice catch. It was a 14-0 lead. And how about this guy, Miles Montgomery, Dan?
He's
been good for Fletcher. 2 touchdowns back-to-back. He's got over 2,000 yards. This is a game from last night in our Action Sports Shacks Game of the Week. But back comes Beck. Beck was good. The Georgia commit, outstanding last night. He was sharp. And then Trey Lawrence to finish off the scoring. At the end of the day, it would come down to the wire, but 27-21, Mandarin beats Fletcher. Mandarin is playoff bound, the defending state champs. Carson Beck playing his best football of the year. We caught up with him last night after the game.
And it wasn't super pretty. I mean, we came out fast, but we still had a lot of mistakes. But I mean, a dub is a dub at the end of the day, and we made it to the playoffs. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much did you think you needed to win this game to secure that? Did you already think you were in? I mean, what was the mindset?
I mean, we knew that we had to win, and we didn't want to even risk the chance of not going home and taking the L and having other stuff have to happen. So, I mean, we just secured the win, and I mean, we're in.
We saw you a handful of weeks ago. You looked a lot sharper tonight. You feel like you're playing pretty good ball right now?
Oh, absolutely. And a lot of that has to do with our offensive line's chemistry coming together, me and the wide receivers' chemistry coming together. I mean, everything's kind of starting to snap at the right time, kind of like it did last year. But I think we're just going to keep getting better every single day. I mean, fix the things that we messed up, but I mean, we're moving.
Big game in town Saturday. Who you got?
Georgia, obviously. You know who I got.
After high school, Carson.
Yeah, kind of do. Just like Trevez Johnson had Florida, right?
Who you got, kid?
Hey, James Franklin from Penn State was at that game. We presume just to look at Beck because he's in town looking at his tight end from Episcopal, maybe.
Oh.
So, but Beck's going to Georgia. He's actually enrolling early, playing really good football right now. So we'll see if Beck and Mandarin. There's a possibility, we'll see how the computers break it out, that Mandarin could play Bartram in the opening round of the playoffs.
Ooh,
possibility.
You know, and that shouldn't happen. That's, again, dumb because they're the same district.
Same district. I don't think it's going to happen.
I hope not.
Probably not. Still to come. We head back
so
to
opinionated
tonight's schedule.
Yeah, including a playoff game for the Providence Stallions. We're going to take the P-Train to P-Town. That's coming up next.
Hey, Friday Night Blitz, this is Eddie, coming from Green Cove Springs, home of the Blue Devils, Clay High School, in the backyard. Come over to the band concessions. We got boiled peanuts, we got French fries. I'm grilling up some burgers for you. We also got funnel cakes and all other sweets. Let's go, Blue Devils!
1st and 10.
Hey, shout out to the Creekside Crazy showing their night some love tonight against Ponte Vedra. But the Cherubah, they took down the Sharks 28-7 at home. Creekside has a great environment on High School Friday night.
It's time to dash.
Oh.
Let's shout out to the Providence Dads Club. Huh? Look at that.
Are you part of that?
Getting after that,
Can you
grilling on this playoffs night. Well done, men. The Stallions take the field. They're a little smaller than I remember. Oh, wait. That's the Jacksonville Development League. I'm sorry. Here we go. I'm confused. Playoffs football.
Dan's Dash, brought to you by the Southern Chevy Dealers. Find new roads.
All right, Providence taking on Windermere Prep. I want to show number 5, Thomas Woods. Look at the moves by this kid. As he breaks off a long run after Windermere Prep jumped out to an early lead. Watch him get hit here. By the way, big hit there. But we're going to show you some more Woods. And I also like the offensive lineman. Look at the big fella pulling right here. Look at 68. That's excellent. That's beautiful. That's a touchdown right there.
Lineman love.
But here's my best effort of this kid's night here. Now watch this. Watch Woods right here. This is a 4th down play, and he needs like 7. He's got 3.
Oh, wow.
He's got 4.
He's not getting
He's got 5. He's got 6.
Wow, is that a face mask, too?
That is, but they didn't call it. But he got a 1st down is what he did. They hung in there, man. They hung in there. They fell back 28-7, got it to 28-21 right here when Cade Wyndham caught a touchdown pass. But season ends for Providence in the playoffs. They lose to Windermere 35-21.
I know who that guy right there is rooting for tomorrow. Former Gator Tyler Jordan finishing his first season helping out Bishop Kenny's football team. And this was classic. Shootout at UC. Kenny's George Farman. Nice connection with John Godwin. 26-20. Crusaders in the lead. Oh, not for long. The Fighting Christians answer with Max McClendon.
Son of Willie.
Yes, he is. Had 4 touchdowns in the first half. Woo. Tied up at 26. We had some defense in this game. Some. Watch this. Shoelace interception coming up then by Lucas Sams. Oh, very nice play. Just before the half, Crusaders get it back. That would lead to this 3rd and long. Farman buys time. Throws off 1 foot. Hits Andrew Tabor. Alone down the sideline. Big play. Touchdown. It's 33-26.
This is the first half?
This is all in the first half.
Oh, my goodness.
Last play of the half, Dan. Why go for the field goal when you can go for 6? The Serial Riles, nice touch to Oro Gray. That's freshman to freshman, by the way.
Oh, wow.
34-33 at the half.
I saw 48-33 UC last check.
Is that what you saw?
Yeah.
Because I was trying to find it. This game might last until kickoff of the Florida-Georgia game. Update on CBS 47 coming up.
Good matchup in Lake City, 7-2 North Marion visiting 7-2 Columbia. Tigers quick to answer. Jordan Smith. What an arm to Marquez Bell. What a connection. Current and former teammates do it again, both going to USF 7-6 Columbia. Back and forth we go following a key 3rd down conversion by the Colts. Ed Williams in for the touchdown. We're really showing the Colts highlights. Neither defense resisting, 13-7 Colts.
My bad, I edited.
That's all right. Still in the first quarter, Columbia's Tony Fulton on the move. The freshman playing in a big game. Takes it into North Marion territory. Let's just get to the final here.
Watch this, though.
Oh, I got to see his throw.
Jordan Smith, nice throw.
That is a beautiful. Oh, my. What a catch.
North Marion won 41-34.
Oh, wow.
This one just in.
All right, good job getting that update.
Yeah, as the regular season comes to an end for the Reigns Vikings, they turn their attention to the future, which is the postseason.
Meanwhile, we turn the clock back, fall back a few years as we caught up with a former Reigns Viking and current Georgia Bulldog, Solomon Kinley, ahead of tomorrow's big collegiate matchup.
Just coming back home, see my old stumping ground, see how my boys getting down tonight.
Now, you do this maybe not as often as you like, but you like to get out here and kind of see the boys and give them show them a little bit of love and everything. But what is it like to really come out here and know that you made so many plays out here and this helped you get to where you are right now?
Me coming out here is just, like I said once before, just to show the kids that it's possible that you can do anything, coming from the stomping grounds of great legends that came through here before me. So it's only right for me to come back here and show my respect and my dues to the Reigns Vikings, because folks before me and legends before me, they came back and showed us that we can make a way so everybody else can make a way.
Now, speaking of away, you're going to make your way back down here for a pretty big game. You excited for the Georgia-Florida game?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Florida-Georgia game, that's one of the biggest games, biggest rivals. That's like a Reigns and Reebok home tradition. So, you know, I got to come home. I'm ready for that game. My whole family going to be here, so, yeah, I'm ready for that.
And how sweet would it be to get a dub here in that stadium that you love so much?
It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. I grew up watching Florida-Georgia game. Now I can play in it, so it'll be an awesome experience. And like I said, come back and show the kids at Reigns High School that it's possible.
Is there a more iconic field in Jacksonville than the Graveyard?
That's one of the best feelings. When people come in the Graveyard, they get scared. They see the Graveyard across the street. They come in through that burgundy Graveyard sign. They get scared.
All right, stick with us throughout the season. We'll release a new episode in our 7-part series right here on the Friday Night Blitz. You can find the full videos on all the social platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Apple,
all that. Roku, Dan. Roku. You got this. You got this, man. All right.
TikTok.
That's it. Come on, I got to do this. Former Florida wide receiver turned head coach O.J. Small and the League Generals looking mighty Gatorish last night on the road against Ed White. Down 14-6 second quarter. Zaire Lee punches it in for 6. Generals within 2. A few minutes before halftime, Ed White trying to keep the lead. Screen pass floats on Great Travis, picked off by Kennedy Burrows back the other way. Lee would end up winning this football game, and they win big 33-14.
Englewood was hosting Wolfson regular season finale. Rams were up 26 in the fourth quarter when Jaguars Shaw receives a handoff on the end around. He takes it in for a touchdown. Englewood, nice win over Wolfson, I think. They got a big victory to end their season by a final at 26-14.
And by the way, Wolfson had a nice year. Congratulations.
Did. Absolutely.
Coming off a tough loss last week, Westside at home against Dixie County. Already up big. Amari Mahan takes a handoff, breaks a tackle, hits the sideline. Next stop, end zone. Wolverines 29-8 lead. They end up winning big in this one. 43-8.
How about senior night? Stanton taking on Episcopal Thursday night tilt. Eagles come out with a ground game, and there goes Ershad JC. Off the quick pitch to the left, hits the hole, makes his way down the sideline. First score of the game, touchdown, EAGLES. Then Tucker Tomberlin's had a big year for Episcopal. Throwing the football, hits Langston Hardy. Name sounds familiar, son of Kevin. Turns a short pass into an explosive play.
You got to save us to the next highlight. You got to wait till the next highlight.
We got to show the catch.
Quick. We got to show the catch.
All right, we'll show the catch.
Keep going.
There's Langston taking it in for the touchdown. However, Stanton had a great moment. It's the play of the
Thursday
night from Chris McDonald.
Oh, wow, that's good.
Not only did he catch it, but then he went 69 yards. Got into the end zone, but too much Eagles. They win 41-12.
You just realize when we yell like that, everybody gets scared in here. Sky Action News Jacks over at TIAA Bank Field.
Is that happening
Florida
now?
And Georgia tomorrow. Look at that scene. Isn't that cool?
That's very
Get you all fired up. They are partying like rock stars right now in RV City. Having some fun. The place was mobbed tonight. Can't wait until tomorrow.
All right, Florida Georgia Hall of Fame, always a wonderful event, and the city does us proud as 4 new names go in. Jarvis Jones and Rennie Curran for the Georgia Bulldogs. Brad Culpepper, Brandon Spikes for the Gators. Caught up with a bunch of the guys. Spikes going down memory lane in this one. Back to the 08 game.
Everywhere I go, you know, I don't care about the national championships. Like, what did you say to No Sean? Please tell me. Man, after that 07 season, they came out and danced on us and did their little Dougie, whatever that was. I was so disgusting, and it was such disrespect.
Can I say I love that guy?
Yeah, he's fun. That's fun stuff right there. Hey, the Georgia Bulldogs arriving around 6 o'clock earlier tonight. Gators did the same. Get a good night's sleep, boys. It is on in Jacksonville in about 17 hours.
All right.
And we'll be up early. Morning show, we'll get it kicked off on CBS and Fox. And then our countdown to kickoff show at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
An hour long, the whole crew live from the stadium. 3:30 kick on CBS 47. Post-game show for an hour, Dan. Action Sports Shacks primetime, 10:30 and 11:30 at night. I've got bad news for you, Dan.
What's that?
Tomorrow is a long day.
Are we doing the game or no?
No, we're not.
The national guys are doing it.
The national
guys
guys will
before
do it.
and
Now, we
after.
should probably do it.
Just ask
with all due respect to them.
They'll do a great job.
They will.
Can't wait.
Hey, more to come on the Blitz, including the play of the day. And we want to remind you that there is more of the Blitz at 11:20 on CBS 47 as we blitz through the highlights of the night. Also, you can catch this show anytime on Facebook. Go for it.
Hey, this is Ron Evans. I'm watching the Friday Night Blitz here to cheer on my son, number 6, Menendez High School, Trey Evans. Trey Evans, he's going to love this when he sees this. On the Friday Night Blitz, baby, let's go.
You're watching Action Sports Jacks Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Subway Restaurants.
A game I scored 7 touchdowns. Now, one of them was called back. But I almost broke the state rushing record that year. I think I got pulled out of the game early, and I don't think anybody really realized that I was that close. But, you know, I did a lot that game. I'm still tired from that.
We had video of that game. He scored 7 touchdowns, and it was a big talker down in Jacksonville about who's this kid, Champ Bailey, and you know, his older brother had played, and so we sort of knew about him, but that was his kind of coming out party for everybody around here.
See that, kids? You can show up on the Blitz on a Friday night and then be in Canton, Ohio in the Hall of Fame like Champ Bailey. More of that interview, by the way, with Marcel Robinson tomorrow in a countdown to kickoff 2 o'clock on CBS 47 ahead of the Florida-Georgia game. Action Sports Jack Stuart Weber in London with the Jags. They landed today. Here's Stuart with more.
A good day's work on Friday for the Jacksonville Jaguars as they get set to face the Houston Texans at Wembley Stadium on Sunday afternoon. In past years, the Jacksonville Jaguars haven't really had to deal with the elements quite so much. The weather's been pretty good for most of the years that this team has made the trek across the pond. Well, perhaps this is a good preview of what's coming on Sunday. Cooler temperatures and a little bit of moisture in the air.
I think that's kind of what the coach is trying to implement out here today, just getting us used to the weather and just being out here, different climate, different field, so just getting used to it.
Yeah, that's real. I mean, that's huge. That's like, you know, one of the big steps that go into the game of preparation, and it's something that once you get that underneath your belt, then you can go and move to the next thing.
Some of the question marks coming into this trip: kicker Josh Lambo was out there and working. No other kickers with the team at this point, so looks like he is good to go. And Nick Foles taking part in the practices. There was some question as to whether or not he would make the trip. Well, he was here in London. Remember, he was here in London a year ago on the Eagles when they played the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now he'll be helping out Gardner Minshew as he prepares for his first game in London. At Alliance Park, Stuart Weber, Action Sports Jacks.
The play of the week is brought to you by Farah and Farah.
We go back to Bartram Trail. Perfect 10-0 for the Bears, and, well, not because of this play. One of the few highlights for the Reigns Vikings as they are playoff bound. Chad Dotson threw the interception. Kyrie Hammond with the pick six. He was gone, but like we mentioned, it was all Bartram 38-15. They win.
Always a fan favorite, the Subway T-shirt toss. Better watch out. They come in hotter than the sandwiches. After all, who doesn't love free shirts?
Love the sandwiches. Just had some back in the sports office. Let's leave you with the band of the week. Lee High School, everybody. We'll do it again at 11:20 on CBS 47. Have a super weekend.
Thanks for watching the Action Sports Jacks Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Subway Restaurants.